Okay, in this video, we're going to be looking at unique triangles, and actually for this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to give you much of a lesson in this. What I'm going to ask you to do is to draw certain triangles, and I'd like you to bring your drawings into class so we can take a look at what everybody's done in our next lesson. Okay, so first thing is you're going to need to have a ruler and a protractor. So if you don't have one, just stop the video and go get yourself one of those now. Okay, so I'm going to give you a set of conditions for each of these triangles. So for our first triangle, I'm going to give you all three sides, the lengths of all three sides, and we call this condition SSS for I've given you side, 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 all three sides. So in the first triangle, I want you to draw your triangle with side lengths of 5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 7 centimeters. And once you've done that, I want you to measure the three angles in your triangle and label them. So stop the video now and draw that triangle. Okay, in our second triangle, the conditions that I'm giving you are called side, angle, side, SAS. And what I've given you here is two sides and the angle in between them. So I want you to draw a triangle that has sides of lengths 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and the angle between those two sides is 40 degrees. So for example, you might have something, obviously I'm just going to sketch this, but you might have one length that's 6 centimeters, and then you might measure an angle of 40 degrees, and then this side has to be 4 centimeters, and then you can complete your triangle whatever way makes sense. Okay, so two sides, 4 and 6 centimeters, the angle between them needs to be 40 degrees, and then again I want you to measure the other side and the other angles in your triangle, label them, and then that's it. So stop the video now and try and draw this triangle. Okay, our third triangle, the conditions I'm going to give you are called angle, side, angle. So this time I'm going to give you two angles, and I'm going to give you the length of the side between them. So in this case, our triangle needs to have two angles of 40 and 60 degrees, and the side, that should say, between them is 5 centimeters long. So I would start by drawing out a line that is 5 centimeters, and if you measure sort of this angle is 40 degrees, and this angle as 60 degrees. Okay, that's the only conditions you need to have. So you can make the other two sides whatever length you think fits that triangle. Okay, so two angles, 40 and 60 degrees, the length between them 5 centimeters, and then again measure the other two sides and the remaining angle and label your triangle. Condition number 4 is angle, angle, angle. So I've given you the three angles, and you need to draw a triangle that has angles 30 degrees, 100 degrees, and 50 degrees. So I haven't given you any measurements here, but once you've drawn that triangle, I want you to measure the lengths of the three sides you've drawn. Okay, our fifth triangle is angle, side, side. So I'm going to give you one angle and two sides. To distinguish this from our side, angle, side one that we did before, where the angle was in between the two sides I gave you, I don't want this angle to be in between the two sides. So for example, you might have this line 5 centimeters, and you might have, I don't know how we could draw it, maybe this one 7 centimeters, and then the other angle can't be this one. So this can't be 40 degrees. It has to be sort of this angle or this angle, and I'll let you decide that. Okay? Once you've done that, again, measure the third side and the other two angles and label them up. Okay, the last one is we're going to draw a right angle triangle. So we're going to have to start with drawing a right angle, and then I'm going to give you the hypotenuse. Now the hypotenuse is just the side that is opposite a right angle. So if that's my right angle, that side there is the hypotenuse. Okay, so in this case the conditions are that you need to have a right angle in your triangle. The hypotenuse, so this one needs to be 5 centimeters, and one of the other sides, so it could be either this one or this one, doesn't matter, up to you, needs to be 4 centimeters. Okay, and then again, I want you to measure the last side and these two angles in here, okay, and label them on your drawing. Okay, so that's it for this video. We were just looking at 6 different conditions. When we're in class, we're going to take a look at what the word congruent means, and if you want, you can look that up before you come in. Okay, so you've got an idea, but we're going to look at which of these conditions give us congruent triangles. It might be quite difficult for you to do a summary and a question on this video, so you can save that until after our lesson tomorrow if you'd like.